Hey guys, welcome to this video. Myself Dev Patel. I'm from DDO Nadia. So purpose of this video is to demonstrate real estate management system using ASP.NET Core, which is basically an auction site for real estates. Now, for more details, project report link is already attached. Please refer to that. Now, before beginning, I would like to indicate that there are four actors in this system, and each of which would be registered using these credentials which are displayed here. So, but first of all, admin is already registered. Those of you who are familiar with ASP.NET Core Identity, I hope you know how an admin is registered, um, which is basically simple number of SQL commands. So let me run the project. Just a minute. Yeah, so this is the landing page which is built using Bootstrap Studio. Well, now let me log in through uh, admin and display what interface uh, is rendered. So admin is this. So once logging in, admin will be presented with a bunch of properties which are listed in his system. He or she could change property status, like is the property verified or is it unfit? That is does not matches its description. Another this set of tasks can also be done by agents. So an admin can add number of agents. Let me add a new agent. Agent would be registered using this email. Let me register him. And of course the validations are working. Let me name Dave. So an email would be sent with credentials for new agents. So for this agent, I would receive an email on this mail. Let me create. So an agent is registered, and a mail would also be sent. Now, first of all, before going to that, let me show you that another features like we can view details or even edit, like full name, save, or even delete this employee. So now, yeah. Your username is your registered email address, which is this one, and password is basically a randomly generated password. Now let me log in using those password, ID and password. Agent is and password is new. Yeah, basically again similar interface as admin. So it would be presented as number of property, and property status could be changed like to verified or unfit via number of agents. He or she could also browse properties, sell properties, and have properties, but uh, as professional, that would be just unwise. But now, now let me uh, create another account, and I would add four new properties, two to rent and two to sell. Let me create a seller. So seller uses this account. And obviously the password must be same, basically showing that validation is working here. uh, After registering, please check your email to confirm your account. Yes, another mail. So now uh, our account has confirmed. Now let's just head to login. Yeah. So after logging in, we can see that we any customer would be redirected to this page that shows that you haven't purchased any properties or browse catalog. But basically, there are no properties added yet. So for the first seller in this system, let me register as a premium user, which basically says that become a seller. So functionalities would include like selling or renting those properties. Let me pay for those. Yes, so just no third party software is included right now. So just upgrade it to premium user. Now let me log out and log in again to access those features. Yeah, say we can manage properties to rent or to sell. Let me add new properties, two new properties for rent purposes and two new properties for selling purposes. So basically, we could give this description about the property as you can see. Uh, Price would be whatever. So another property is added. We could delete or update or have details of this property. But let me add another. Now that would be a garage. A garage. Price. Let's add randomly. Hmm. Again, we can see we could uh, have added another property. Let me edit. We could save, but it says property field is required. So let me re-upload that same photo. Yeah. So yeah, same photo and the price is updated. Right now we have no bids, just comments, no tools included. Yeah. So I can comment on those properties. So as you can see, we have added two properties, but when we go to browse, we see there are no properties that are added because these properties that I've added are yet to be verified. Which I think I have shown you that admin or agent would verify those properties. Let me add another two properties to sell. Apartment, apartment. Address as WC Prep LA, description, an apartment, start price. Basically, this for selling purposes we have bids. While for renting purposes we just have basically if you want to rent it or not kind of scenario. Add another type is residential. This is Main Street NJ. Basically normal house furniture included and price is as such. We can view that this is the pic and details included. Now again, we can see that there are no properties yet shown because these properties are not yet verified. So now whenever agent logs in, our agent is registered using this. Yeah. So we can see that there are this many properties that I just added, but each have property status as like pending, because those are yet to be verified and are still unsold. We can see the owner name and regarding I meant respective details. So let me declare one of those properties as unfit, not matching the proper description. This garage uh, uh, does not contain the correct information, so I could declare it unfit. So yeah, so property status is unfit, while others are completely verified. So now let me register another customer. So customer could be registered using this. Now register again, an email would be sent to my account. Now we have confirmed our email, and let's just head to login. Now whenever a customer logs in, as seen in the uh, previous time when I tried to register a seller, that we would see that number of properties which I bought would be shown. Yet I haven't bought any properties, so it shows that there are no properties to see. So now we can see the one property that was verified for rent purposes is seen here, and for sell purposes, both those properties that are verified are here. So I could search for properties based on address or based on name. If address is of NJ, uh, sorry, uh, let me show you. Yeah, so basically it would just search in name or in address and just return to here. If we search string is not, we filter those results here, and we could see the details. Let me add a comment nice. This property is good. So, like this customer, if numerous of customers are logged in, they would see this property, but can only click on rent. Like I want to apply for this property, so I have applied for this property. Now, browse properties to sell. So now for these properties, all I can do is I can place bids. So let me place a bid of 200 grand, because uh, any bid less than starting price would be rejected. So I have applied for this property, and my bids can be viewed here. Uh, that was the bids. The first was for the renting purposes, and this was for the sell purposes. Now properties to sell, again, that was another property. So now let me show another bid like 250 grand. Place display. We can see that this is the properties you can see now. If I want to update my bid, basically I could delete this bid and apply for that same property again. So now, whenever a seller logs in, our seller was logged in, registered using this account. So these are the properties I would manage. I, as in seller, would manage. So let me see. Yeah, one of those customer has applied for this property. For rent purposes, I would just get that. So this many people has applied for this property to rent. So I would basically accept one of those because uh, based on my selection, the property would be sold, the seller's selection. So I'm gonna accept this. So the property is sold to this person. So basically now the seller can contact and have him show that property. Now for selling purposes, we can see that the this person has applied for 200 grand, and in this we have seen that that is 250 grand. So I would just accept this bid. So this bid is accepted. Now it says that property is sold to Devar Patel 26. Okay, so now back to list. Now whenever that customer logs in, our customer is registered using simple mail ID. Let me log in. So now, as seen in the previous times that it was just displaying that you have purchased any properties, but now when the customer accepts the bid, it would say like you own this property, and I've just accepted two of those bids. So you can see that there are just two properties that are included in my properties. So, that basically covers the complete working of this project. Also, so some concepts like forgot your password or re-verification of the email address are working. Basically, anyone familiar with ASP.NET Core Identity would understand how those works. So that would just be uh, not wise for me to show that. So well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please follow and like.